For 10,000 years, the immortal Night Elves cultivated a druidic society within the shadowed recesses of Ashenvale Forest. Yet recently, the catastrophic invasion of the Burning Legion shattered the tranquility of their ancient civilization. Led by the Archdruid Malfurion Stormrage and the priestess Tyrande Whisperwind, the mighty Night Elves rose to challenge the demonic onslaught. Though victorious, the Night Elves were forced to sacrifice their cherished immortality and watch their beloved forests burn. Seeking to regain their immortality, a number of wayward druids conspired to plant a special tree that would link their spirits to the eternal world. Despite Malfurion's warnings that nature would never bless such a selfish act, the druids planted the great tree Teldrassil off the stormy coasts of northern Kalimdor. Within the twilight boughs of the colossal tree, the wondrous city of Darnassus took root. However, the great tree was not consecrated with nature's blessing, and soon fell prey to the corruption of the Burning Legion. Now the wildlife, and even the limbs of the great tree itself, are tainted by a growing darkness. As one of the few Night Elves still left in the world, it is your sworn duty to defend Darnassus and the wild children of nature against the Legion's encroaching corruption.
I am honored. May the stars guide you.
All right, sorry about that. We had some sound issues. Oh, what I was saying is that the game always feels so good when you have like no add-ons loaded. It like just the game just feels so smooth. So this is a brand new character on a completely new server. This is old Blanchy. I'm kind of hoping that this server won't have a lot of boosting. We'll find out. I did some research and people said there's not a lot of boosting going on in this realm, but this is going to be me just for fun leveling a character. Brand new character on a new server. I have no money, I have no bags, I have nothing. This is just basically completely fresh. Freshy fresh. People are, and the low level area should be really dead because everybody's going to be in the the Burning Crusade, so it'll be interesting. I'll fix all this stuff later. I don't want to kill you guys with me setting up the UI like I can do sometimes. Hey, what's up, Reptilian? Yeah, I spent about 10 hours or so, a lot of the time over the last couple of days going through the Unreal game engine and just working on game development stuff. And but the Dark Portal's coming out today. It's supposed to open. I thought it was supposed to open right now at 6 p.m. Right? That was my understanding. And so I thought it would be really fun to create a brand new character on a completely different server who has no money, no gold, no nothing, and just experience leveling in the low-level zones like the way the game was meant to be played. Because there really isn't going to be as many people. I mean, you can see this person's here, but there's not going to be a lot of people here. It's just it's going to be a lot of me by myself, which is kind of just to be honest, it's kind of the way I like it a lot of times. I'm not sure what this is. It's like a pet window or something. Player. Totem frame. Oh, well, I don't know what this window is here. It probably is not going to show up once we close this, though, so let's not worry about it. Oh, yeah, and we got that as well, which is... How did I fix that? Hold on a second. That's gone. Hold on a second. The arcane bars, I think. There we go. Yeah, well, I like there to be other people in the MMO so that I can do stuff. Like I like grouping for sometimes, but so I like the option to be able to group, but I don't like I don't always like it to be super overcrowded and I don't know, what is this server? So the server we're on, guys, is Old Blanchy. This is a PvE server that has 50% alliance population. It's a pretty low pop server, 1,561. Compare that to, you know, to the other server that I was on, which is, let's see, do we have? Yeah, we do. Which was Grobulus, which has, you know, 4,799. It's funny, man. These populations have really dropped. I remember when Grobulus was probably about 2,000 higher than that. So this server should. You got characters on Old Blanchy? Yeah, this is Old Blanchy. I actually heard that this server is actually fairly decent. That there's not a lot of boosting going on this server, which is kind of what I'm trying to get away from. So I thought it'd be really fun to level this character, you know, all the way from 1 to 70 without any help. Like, I don't have any other characters with money. I don't have to worry. Sometimes it's almost annoying. Like, you probably know this, Reptilian. Sometimes it almost becomes a pain in the butt to have a lot of other characters that have a lot of professions, because then you have to worry about, or you don't really have to worry, but you're constantly like, oh, I've got to enchant this person's new items, and I've got to make them potions, and you're constantly doing all this stuff that isn't actually just playing your character, because you're using your other characters to help kind of equip your character, which is nice and fun in a way, but sometimes it can also be like, well, you know what? It'd be really cool just to play this character and just main this character alone and have only this character on this server, right? Just this character, that's all I have. I don't have to worry about anything else. You know, it's just done. And you guys know I love Night Elf Warriors. My hardcore Night Elf Warrior died at like level 38 or 40 or something like that. So I wanted to get one to 60. All right, so I think we're done, aren't we? Let's see. Not quite. Still need some of the lightsabers. And I have to loot everything because I don't have any money, right? Like, look at my inventory. That's it, right? So there's no there's no like skipping loot. You know, I have 0 copper, so this is all I have on this account, on this character, on this server. This is all the money I have on this realm. 0 copper, which is basically nothing. I have no money. So. Go ahead and kill a few more, and then we'll just sell stuff for money. And then while I pull up some macros on my other characters so we can see. Populous. So we have those macros if we need them. What'd I get? I looted something. Ooh, shield. 32 armor versus 5. Nice. We also got some flimsy chain boots. We're getting some epic gear right now. You started fresh for your shaman, and the only thing you feel you're missing is, oh, you don't have the gold. Yeah, I'm not even concerned about it at all. There's something so satisfying and so enjoyable about just getting in the game and just playing the game. You know, like just getting in there and playing, not worrying about how to. Because sometimes, like I said, with the alts and with like all the gold, it's you're constantly like logging other characters, and you're constantly like mailing stuff back and forth to other characters, and I think it takes away from your enjoyment of the game. Wouldn't it be funny if there was MMOs that came out that restricted you to one character, almost like an RPG where it says you can create one character and now you can create another one, but you'd have to delete that one. I mean, people would hate it, of course, but I think there is some enjoyment that can be had from just having one character, one main, and that's it. I do. I think that really forces you to kind of have identity with that character, really to fall in love with that particular character and to really enjoy playing that character. So, and you can't deny that this warrior doesn't look cool. I'm not sure that the hair is my favorite hair color, and we want to make sure that it's going to be my favorite. This is the only character I'm going to have, right? But I think it's cool. I thought about doing the kind of the light blue character. I'll show you guys the other. And I'm not sure that this is my favorite character name either. But Everbright is a character name I used on one of my warriors from original Vanilla WoW on Doomhammer. It was actually probably the first warrior I ever created was called Everbright. Yeah, but I think that's a pretty good hair color. I think we'll stick with it. I think it's pretty good. I just have to make sure I'm happy with the name and the look. I do not like ever having any regrets. You like Everbright? Yeah, it's a name that I used all the way back in 2004, so it's definitely something I've used a lot, or used previously. It's a really old name.
Good luck, friend.
All right, now we are going to need. So we got let's see where we can get some weapons because we're not going to have any good weapons. So let's see. We've got an armor merchant here. We got a weaponsmith here and a shield crafter. So we already got an upgraded shield. So what is this? 54. Yeah, it's not worth buying him. It's only 0.1 better DPS, so that's not even worth it. I can't remember my warrior trainer is. Is it up here? I don't think so. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, let's hit the warrior trainer. I don't think I have enough money, though. I need a silver, right? Yeah, I need silver, so I don't have enough money. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this one looks. She looks pretty good. This is our warrior, Everbright. I love the way the night owls move. Their like walk cycle, their run cycle is really good. Looks good. I wish I had charge. A warrior without charge just feels so odd, doesn't it? I wonder if there's an update to MSBT. Oh well, we'll worry about that some other time.
I'm listening.
Okay, so we're gonna get leather gloves, I guess.
Good luck, friend. Go in peace.
We got the leather gloves. We should have enough money now to hit the warrior trainer. Get our, I think, battle shout, I think. Or no, maybe, I think it's battle shout. My friend, the Nathan Napalm, recently did a stream where he basically did like a non-stop stream trying to get an EverQuest character to level 50 or something. Just like, they must have nerfed the content if he did, because it was like basically stream until he gets to 50 without stopping, and I'm like, man, they must have nerfed the content because it would take you forever to get to level 50 in EverQuest. Alright, so we got what, battle shout? Cool. And that warrior, the old night elf jump. You just gotta love night elf. The jump animation too. It's just to me, there's nothing like a night elf. I love night elves. I think they're the best. I think they're master race in WoW to me. They're my favorite. The way they move. I don't know if there's swing animations. Let's take a look at their swing animations. They're not bad. The orcs have the best natural dodge mechanic. The orc does this really cool sidestep when they naturally dodge an attack, which just looks really cool.
Is there trouble?
So I was watching this Google engineer who retired, started his own YouTube channel, Reptilian, and he created basically a very, very, very basic MMORPG in JavaScript, and he did it in a week. And I was watching it, and I was like, wow, this is actually pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Do they look best? They just look good in gear. I mean, look at they look good in gear. They really do. I don't think their swing animations are the best. In fact, I think I probably like the warrior. I'm sorry, the human. Like just basic swing animation for the human, probably better than the night elf. So. I'm gonna log over to Grobulus and just give my gold to Ken. Probably. I'm just gonna give Ken probably like my gold because I don't even know if I'll play in that realm. Probably not. Play on it again. I have so much stuff on that realm though, like so much stuff. A ragged leather vest. Okay, let's get rid of the recruit's shirt. Okay, we can get some gear upgrades here. Maybe get a couple bags. We're gonna need some bags. Get some battle shot going. Let's right click this off and the battle isn't over, so our trigger is working. We hit level 3. Woohoo! Look at me roll! Level 3. Got a belt. I think we get charged at like level 6 maybe, if I remember correctly. 6 or 8, probably 6. You get it pretty early on. I don't think you get it at 4 though. I'm not taking a lot of damage, which is good. Mitigating some damage here. Still no other gear. No upgrades. Look at that deft block I just did. That was pretty amazing. It was amazing. I tried to name my warrior Nightblade, which I thought would have been a really fun name. Because she's a night elf and she's a warrior. Nightblade would have been kind of a neat little name for a night elf warrior. But of course it was taken. Got the robe. I won't do the meme thing and walk around in a robe. We're just gonna keep killing these guys because they're good XP for a little bit. Try to get to at least level 4 here. This down just a little bit. And there we go, another upgrade. Flimsy chain vest. Epic gear. Epic! Now you can see she looks real cool. Night elves look great when they have like the little skimpy chain gear on. Because they're pretty, night elves look pretty buff. Especially in later versions of World of Warcraft, they get pretty, like if you look at the recent retail, night elves are like, they're lifting. They're hitting the gym. Even the females. I'm expecting a food delivery, so let me check my phone here real quick, guys, because I'm expecting a food delivery. Alright, cool. It's not, they haven't shipped it yet. They're not on their way yet. They're supposed to bring the servers down. Hi, babe. Murray? What are you doing? Brit? Yeah, they're supposed to bring the servers down when they open up the port. I thought they were supposed to open it at 6 p.m. It's already 6:36. Yeah, they were supposed to open the dark portal at 6. But I don't know. I'm sure Brit. Maybe he's dead. Maybe he dead. You think it's up? Yeah, I wondered if they were just didn't need to take the servers down. If it's just like some sort of like flip a switch thing. Because I was reading on a website where they said they thought they would actually have to bring the server down to do it. But yeah, the servers have not come down. That means everybody. So Reptilian, like living these zones, I'm not going to get any kind of ping issues. It's going to be nobody here. It's going to be a ghost town. All right, Amber. My wife's joking with me here. Oh, I'm dying. How's it dying? All right, let's go ahead and eat some food. We need to get to level 4 before we go back in. Although we do need to vendor our gear.
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
Ah, fireplace is burning me. How come it didn't burn me that time, I wonder? Thought I walked right through it. Let's do
You can kiss your ass goodbye.
This guy's always level 4. These guys are tough. Taking some serious damage. I forgot what it was. We're almost level 4. Well, I know. I need to freaking put up my battle shout. There it is. Dingorama. Alright, so we got a cloak. Alright. Hold on one second, guys. I gotta. Oh, I'll do it later. Never mind. Something I'm forgetting. Warrior trainer. Forgetting. Put this up here. Oh, I know it. I was actually going to turn on. I was going to try on the in-game music, which I don't normally do, but I thought we'd give it a go. We're gonna do just the old. Nah, never mind. That's every time I listen to it, I'm like, nah. I spent too many years listening to that music, you know. 17 armor versus 21.
My goods are of the highest quality. Illume light your path.
2 silver. Hold on one sec. I will let you know. Yeah, the food should be here soon. Oh, we do get charged level 4. Nice.
Farewell.
All right, let's.
Goddess watch over you.
Do, do, do. I'm gonna do something, and I apologize for this, guys, but I want to get a screenshot real quick of my warriors. I actually had this, and I didn't save it. I should have saved it. But let me get a screenshot of these of something really quick. Just for my key bindings. So this is gonna be. Computer's being a butt right now. Go. It's gonna be our battle. We got our defensive, and of course now Zerker stance keybinds. That's all I need. Is all. Old Blanchy. Heading back to old Blanchy. All right, so keybinds. Action bar, and we should have. Should be 3 for A. I'm sure that's right. A, F, R, C. Yeah. This should be S right here. It's not. necessary. Ret. Wow, Shift F. I knew I missed something. R. That's good enough for now. Just getting a few things set up for in future. Things that'll be using in the future. Not using now, but we'll be eventually. Alright, I gotta check my phone. Order has not arrived yet, Amber. Let me check. Let's check the map.
Ah, the great outdoors.
Ooh, I've already got. These are better than my boots. On money again. Okay, what did we train? We got mouse wheel up, and then what was the other thing we had? It was okay, ran. That's all good. So everything's good. Make sure it's working, and it is working. That correct. Now we're in business.
Ishnu del Diab.
Got it. Did I talk to this girl? I think I did. Yeah, good friend, Venom Sax. You're going down. I thought about playing a Warlock Reptilian. I don't know if Reptilian's still there. I thought about playing a Warlock, but I just, and I do like Warlocks, but I like Warriors more. So, and I just like melee. It's just something about playing melee is always a little bit more appealing to me. When I first played WoW, I think when I first played MMOs, I should say, casters, ranged people were a little bit more appealing. But as I got more experienced with the game, I found that I liked being in people's face, like putting pressure. I like the pressure of being right up on somebody, pounding on them. I just felt like that pressure you're applying, especially PvP wise, just always felt kind of more satisfying. Although it can be a pain when you're trying to chase down a caster who's kiting the heck out of you, like a mage. It can be really annoying. Look at that vicious block I just did. Yeah. But I used to Reptilian. I used to like casters. Like the first MMO I really played was Lineage. Was Lineage 2 actually, and I played a Spell Howler. Or they're actually called. I think they were called a mage, a dark wizard. I think initially. Yeah. Yeah. The mage is good. I like the mage. Mage is fun, but I think I like the warrior more. I think I like the fact that the warrior can mitigate a lot of damage, but mage Mages, you know, mages are really tough. In TBC, mages are really strong. They're so hard to get a hold of. Man, they kite so well. Brett? Okay, Amber, roll call. Brett? Jermaine? Present. And Murray, I am present. Yeah, pitch it. Oh. I used it today. Hey, the food order's at the door. I'll grab it. I'm gonna go AFK just for a couple minutes, guys. I gotta grab some stuff at the door here. And then I'll be... And then I will be... Alright, back. Alright, back. I had to grab some groceries and put them in the fridge. Okay. Where are we at? What are we doing? Need some webwood venom sex. Look at these sexy pants I got on. Those are I don't remember pants. I don't remember that particular pant skin looking that good. Yeah, I think this game engine is I think this particular client is a little bit, obviously, much upgraded over the original, but the gear actually looks a little bit more high. The resolution looks higher. If you look at the stitching here, it looks a little bit more detailed than what I'm used to seeing, but maybe it's just me. I don't know. All right, we'll grab this. I think what's really nice about World of Warcraft is the timing between the global cooldown timing is perfect. And I was talking to someone earlier about how Final Fantasy's global cooldown is like 2.5 seconds, which is just insanely long. But I think having a global cooldown is really helps on it helps me because my hands get sore from so many years of being on the computer and playing guitar, playing tennis, doing so much stuff with my right arm. It can start to get sore if I have to do a lot of like clicking on the mouse and a lot of stuff. But with WoW, it's like you don't really have to do a ton. So it can be like when I play like Black Desert, my arm gets a little bit sore. I'm constantly like click, 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 doing stuff. How many do I need? Just one. Oh, I didn't hear that. Sorry, I didn't hear you say two. I can order some more tomorrow. But there is something about the combat in WoW that's like it's like action based, and it's not like action based. But I mean, there's enough to do during combat that keeps you paying attention. But it's not like so much that you can't kind of enjoy the game and just relax a little bit. You're not like certain games. Combat can be a little bit. I don't want to say stressful, but like when I'm in Black Desert and I'm grind AOE, like leveling, like, and I'm killing like 15 mobs at once. You kind of have to pay attention to what you're doing. It can be a little. It can take a little bit more energy to do that. I know. I saw Roz in here. Hi, Ra. Kitty's laying behind me. Loves his dad. All right, we're level 4. We're getting close to level 5. I'm going to go ahead and get a new tab. Create a new window. We want say, yell. We want experience. We want item loot. And that's fine. The cat wants to jump. No, Ra, I'm playing my game. Ra. No. Go lay down. Go on. I'll hug you later. All right? Cat wants to jump in my lap. Well, now he's on the desk. Ra, get down. Come on. There you go. Final Fantasy players claim that doesn't feel as bad as late game. Or like, in that post, there was a post. Bellular Gaming was doing a. If you guys didn't see it, oh man, I'm gonna have to get this cat out of here. Ra, I can't hold you and play at the same time, all right? Now, let me get rid of this. Put the cat outside here real quick. Come on, Ra. Come on, buddy. But yeah, Bellular Gaming did a video. I don't know if I still have it up. I don't think I do. It might have been Bellular Clips. Yeah, this one here. So he did this video here, the big difference between WoW and Final Fantasy 14. They just have a discussion, him and this other guy, whoever he is. And I actually had gone here and said, I made some comments just saying, once again, retail WoW is. Maybe I shouldn't have been so harsh, but I said retail WoW is basically shit. It's been shit for a long time, and it has. I said, having said that, Final Fantasy has some issues as well. I said it does not feel like open world because there are too many invisible barriers. The world levels feel kind of small because they are, and you feel funneled from quest up to quest because there's these little paths that you kind of. I mean, if you just look at the map, you can tell. Like, look at a Final Fantasy map, right? Final Fantasy map. If we get like here, this is a good example, right? So this one here, and you can see how. Not what I was trying to do. You can see how, when you're in these areas, just these little kind of light beige areas, the areas you can walk through. So when I said you feel like you're being funneled, you kind of do, because the areas that you can walk to are really narrow. They're not. It's not like like this is an area you can't get to. These are areas you can't get to. So there's just these little. Basically, it almost looks like an underground dungeon. Like this looks to me like if someone showed me this map and I didn't know any better, I would think it was underground, but it's not underground. It's above ground. The way Final Fantasy is set up is it funnels you through these little paths, and that's not open world to me at all, and I don't like that. And that's one of the things I least like about Final Fantasy, even though I think Final Fantasy is a good game. And I said, however, the quests in Final Fantasy are really good. The crafting is really good. And I said, if someone said to me, would you rather play Final Fantasy 14 or retail WoW, right? Or retail WoW, I said the choice would be incredibly simple. Final Fantasy 14. I'd play that over retail WoW any day. And then if someone said, would you rather play Classic WoW or Final Fantasy 14, I would have said the first year of Classic WoW. However, now, after the boosting meta, the gold buying, and I said the raids for gold? I'm not sure what this... Oh, yeah, raiding for gold. The raids for gold, I would probably say Final Fantasy 14. So, like, the way the game is right now in Classic WoW, because of all of the gold buying, the gold, the boosting and all that, I'd almost rather play Final Fantasy, 14, And then I did my Doomsday. WoW is over. The game is just bad right now. And it really is bad. It's still good, and people can still have fun, and I still have fun playing it, but it's not the game it used to be. But I said the WoW is over. The game is bad right now. The really sad part is the players, to a great degree, are to blame, and they are. The players players have created a lot of this meta. They've created a lot of these issues. It's not Blizzard didn't create boosting. You know what I mean? Now Blizzard did allow gold sellers to sell gold on their servers, which has contributed to boosting, because boosting is all about making money. Well, people wouldn't have a ton of gold to pay for boosting if it wasn't for the fact that they were buying gold from gold sellers. So the gold sellers being there, people don't think that's that big a deal, but it's a huge deal because it contributes to creating so many other issues. When people have a lot of gold, they don't need to do the regular in-game mechanics to get gold, meaning they don't need to go do quests or maybe go do professions and sell stuff in the auction house. There's a lot of things that it changes, And it's really kind of sad. Anyways, my bags are full. Is there anything... We need to start looking at, this is worth 5 copper. These are worth, 7? So probably okay just to go ahead and sell what I got here in a minute. Chain belt. Is that better than what I have? Yeah, it is. So this is what, 4? We'll get rid of this. Grab that. Cool. sure that I'm full on this stuff. Cool. We're gonna sell, I think. Well, yeah, because he's gonna give me a reward, and I'm not gonna be able to get it. So let's sell real quick. Let us sell some gear. Well, Reptilian, we're level 4. We are a 66 levels max level. It's right around the corner.
Greetings. May the stars guide you.
I'm level 4. We hit the trainer already. Yeah, we've only seen one other player in the game so far because this is a low-level zone,
Good luck.
and everybody is probably in the Burning Crusade content. It's gonna be fun. I wonder how crowded it is. Let's see if we can really quick find a stream. Let's do. Yeah, so here's. Oh God, his UI is terrible. This UI is so ugly. I don't like this the way he's got this laid out. So this guy's already, he's already trying to speed level by just doing dungeon runs, which looks like fun. I'm not gonna lie. Got 136 people watching, and we click here. There you go. We've got the most people watching is this one here, 235. Yeah. So there's quite a few people streaming Burning Crusade. It'll be there's going to be the people at the front, right? Everybody's going to be at the front racing to get to 70. I'm going to be way at the back because I've got this character. So if I do level this character all the way to 60, it'll be a while until I can get to the Outland. But in a way, it'll be kind of good because I'll be behind all those people. But I will run into more PvP because people won't be, you know what I mean? People will be. A lot of them will be level 70, so I don't know why. I don't think they would be ganking low-level people. They'll probably be doing other stuff, because there's so much to do in Burning Crusade. I don't think we're going to see... And this is a PvE realm anyway, so it's not really much of a concern. I just love the way the armor looks on a Night Elf Warrior. It looks really good. Even though this is a really ugly shield. My wife's cooking me some dinner, so I don't think I'm going to take a break. I think I'm just going to eat while I'm gaming here. Questing. What does a draped cloak look? Yellow. 5 armor versus 5 armor.
Can I assist you?
Oh, we get an upgraded weapon. So 2.2 attack speed, 2 damage. We also have, 2.1 damage. Ooh. But this one has a better chance for crits. Let's get a little bit higher top end damage, and it's a sword, so we'll go with that because we're gonna have a chance to do a little bit more damage if we get any crits with it. So that'll be cool. Not the best looking weapon. It's kind of ugly, but we'll live with it. We now have 2.69 silver. I want you guys to remember this because right now that's all I have on this server, on this character, is 2.69 silver. I think probably what it will do is, I mean, it makes sense to go double gathering professions since this is my only character on this realm. So I don't know why I ran all the way up this hill. I do this a lot where I think there's going to be the Vile quest, but they haven't given it out yet. So I do that all the time. But they're it's going to be better off to probably just grab like skinning, probably skinning, or maybe mining. I don't know. Probably mining is going to be worth the most money just because of jewel crafting. So I'll probably grab mining, and I don't know if I want to do alchemy or not. I'm trying to think after I get enough money, do I eventually want to pick, a profession? Do I want to pick like alchemy or something? I mean, a good profession for a warrior probably would be, if it's the only character I'm going to play on this server, probably blacksmithing would be nice because I'd be able to craft myself some gear. It's going to be one of the best ways that I'll be able to upgrade my gear is to just make my own. So I think what I'll do is I'll pick skinning and blacksmithing, and then once I get enough money, I'll just drop skinning and pick up blacksmithing. Battered buckler. Let's see. That is 12 armor. No, not as good as the one I have. My current shield is 35, 32 armor. So my wife's sister, is going out of town tomorrow. I think. What is today? Yeah, I think she's going out of town tomorrow. So my wife has agreed to go watch her dog for her. So this is going to turn out to be probably a pretty good time for me to level this character because I think my wife's going to be gone for like 10 days. She'll be going from work to her sister's place to watch her dog. So I'll probably be home alone for the next like 8 or 9 or 10 days. So it's probably just going to be me in World of Warcraft, and then other than just learning game development. Did some great things in Unreal Engine the other day. I actually was pretty happy. Like here. Actually, this was pretty cool. Here, I was doing some stuff with 3JS, which is a really cool JavaScript. I'm not a huge fan of JavaScript, but this is a JavaScript library. It's called 3JS. So here I'm importing the 3JS module into this JavaScript file. This is something done by Time and Dev, so this is actually really cool. And we're doing some terrain generation. Here we're creating like a height generator. We're creating some points, and we're going to go through and use 3JS to do stuff like create vectors. So here you can see I'm referencing the 3JS module. That's why I aliased it up here. See, I'm importing star as 3. Star means import everything in this module as this alias, which is 3. So now when we reference that code, we can just say 3 dot, and that'll give us access to stuff that's in there. I don't know, yeah. If I do 3 dot, you can see all of the different methods that are available to us with 3JS. 3JS is basically like a API for creating three-dimensional graphics utilizing WebGL. So that's actually pretty cool. I did a lot of that. I was doing a lot of that stuff yesterday, which is pretty neat stuff. And if we go to Unreal Engine here, I did install Unreal Engine Early Access 5, which is really cool. Some good stuff. And if we go to my project here, let's open this one up. Show you guys some of the stuff I was working on the last couple days.
Lovely.
All right, so if we open level, so we're just going through a tutorial of yeah, here we go. Oh my god, that's way too fast. Let's slow this down. There we go. We were going through a tutorial of just generating. Yeah, that's like really quick. Hold on a second. I'm trying to remember the key. I think it's shift. There we go. Shift. There we go. We were just doing some tutorials on Unreal Game Engine, going through creating like different materials, looking at the textures here. We can go through. Let's see if we go to my stuff, materials. Wow, it's amazing. This is why, though, I hate about learning like new technologies. If you don't do it like consistently, it's so easy to forget. I already have forgotten like how to open up the right window I'm looking for. Content, start content, my stuff, materials, static meshes, maps, textures. There we go. This is what I want. So this is this particular sphere, and in this sphere we've got this texture applied, which is the metal burnished here. But inside of the actual the material editor here, we can see some of the stuff that we've created for this particular material. We've got stuff like the tech, basically we've got individual textures for the God, oh my God, it's amazing how much I've forgotten in just a couple days. I did this like 3 days ago. But basically, we've got the different texture maps that are getting plugged in. So you've got the red, it's not the red. Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember this. Let's see, multiply. Actually, we changed a lot of this too. Texture sample. Juice micro, base color textures. Well, one of them is just setting up the color, but we have basically the alpha channel map. We've got the rough snap. If you look at the textures we have here, we've got basically the texture of the object. Then we also have the crate's roughness map, and then we've got the normal map. Then we've got like the alpha map. So, anyways, but you can go in, you can manipulate these guys, and there's so much you can do in here, and and here's all the different types of other like objects we can pull in here to manipulate the texture even further. But this looks weird to me. I don't know why it looks so strange to me. Let's go with the floor. The floor I think will look a little bit more what we want here. So here's the ones that are applied. So you've got maximize this window. Oh, this one just has the one texture. Wow, I'm gonna have to go back through this tutorial and actually like refresh my memory. What have you been using? Oh, you're learning Python? Actually, I was doing a little bit of Python. I was just using Python to run like a web server. So I was just using Python to like fire up a web server. So if I go into my Unreal projects, actually it wasn't even my Unreal projects. If I go to my development folder here, I go to Simon and open PowerShell here. I was actually firing up a web server. I don't think I still have that up. Let's take a look. Fire. I should still have it. Oh, I don't even need to do that. I think if we just run this guy. We just need to run it. If we just run this, this will fire up the web server. This is a Python web server. And then with the Python web server, we can actually fire up localhost. Now what we're doing is we're actually running this JavaScript file, and this is actually creating a procedurally generated height, basically like almost like terrain. But all this stuff is procedurally generated. And this guy, Simon Dev, if you guys are really interested in 3D development, he just got some really good tutorials. So this is all being done in using Three.js, right? So we can go here, we can manipulate some of this stuff. This is all just stuff that's being done with Three.js. And you can see here's the source code and the main.js file. Let's cancel that, is right here. And again, this is the main.js that has a lot of the methods in it. And then the math is actually really fun to look at. It doesn't want to open math code. You get just your basic simple math functions. These are just smooth step, lerp. These are different types of just functions that are being applied to the Perlin noise generated height maps. And so, anyways, a lot of 3D stuff. But it's funny that it's funny how much I forgot, and I after just doing it like 2 days ago. I was trying to pull up the material editor. The material editor is interesting because, I mean, you're setting up the basic like texture for the material, but you're also then setting up like the height. You're setting up the alpha channel map. You're setting up like if it's got a metallic, whether it's reflective or not. Back in the old program I used to use Strata, it was called specular lighting. There was like specular lighting, diffuse lighting, and specular was always like stuff that was more like the light that would how light would react with a metallic surface. But Unreal's is quite a bit different. So, but it's all cool stuff. I spent about 10 hours this weekend doing a lot of coding and developing on this kind of shit. So, but it's all because I want to eventually get to the point where I can create my own basic little game. Start creating my own little prototype. It'll be fun. Hey, what's up, Joe? Yeah, TBC came out. Yep. TBC is out. Everybody's running around in crazy TBC zones. And what do? I go to a brand new server, create a level 1 character, and say, let's start from level 1 and see if we can make it to TBC. I do something that nobody's doing. Yeah, TBC's out. Yeah, just go to YouTube and there's people streaming TBC right now. I thought it would be fun to create a level 1 character because... Yeah, exactly. There's going to be nobody in the areas that I'm leveling in, so it'll be like super easy leveling. And then it'll also give me the motivation to want to level because I'm like, I want to get to TBC content, so I thought it'd be fun like to have that motivation. And I really wanted to get away from my other account where I had all those characters and all that management of all that gear and stuff. And I was constantly like logging between the different characters and mailing gear back and forth. And I was like, you know what? Let me just have one character. Let's make it real simple. Let's have one character, one main, only play one character, and just level to TBC and play one character in TBC, and just enjoy playing the game with one character, and not having all those other worries. I thought this would be interesting and it could be fun. And I tried to pick a server where, there supposedly wasn't a lot of boosting going on. People say that this server doesn't have a lot of boosting, or at least they didn't think it did. So we'll see. You know what was really cool in the Unreal Engine is I didn't realize that the Unreal Engine had evolved. Am I gonna try out Phantasy Star? Yeah, I will try it. When is it coming out though, Joe? I definitely will play it because it's supposed to have some of the best combat. Like it looks really fun, and I played Phantasy Star Online too. And Phantasy Star Genesis is supposed to be, you know, better combat. We're gonna have to hit every chest we see, guys. Coming out 6.9. Yeah, I know Reptiles played it, man. Reptilians played it, man. Yeah, I definitely will be playing it. I'm pretty excited about it, actually. Well, I mean, it's up to you. They're all good games. They all have. Yeah, I don't know much about Fantasy Online Genesis. I don't think it's going to be like a hugely open world game, like like WoW is. And of course, Final Fantasy 14 isn't really an hugely open world game, but it has a good story. If you're really, it just depends. Do you like story? Do you like story-driven content? If you do, Final Fantasy 14 is a good one. If you like dungeons and raids, I think WoW's good. WoW's really good for doing dungeons and raids, I think. We're doing group-based dungeons and raids. It's PvE. I think that's one of WoW's biggest strengths. It probably is its biggest strength, really. Yeah, PSO2 has really good fun combat and fighting and lots of, and it's more open world than it was because Phantasy Star Online 2 wasn't open world at all. I mean, you were going through very tiny little zones, and just kind of rinse and repeat doing that stuff. It almost didn't even feel like an MMO. It was more of like just an instance thing where you get together, so people say, hey, we're going to run this dungeon. You get some quests that say go into this dungeon. It's basically one of those instance-based MMOs where you basically get quests to go into an instance and complete those quests, kill like a mob or whatever, and then you zone out, and then you go back to the main hub, main town, and then you get more quests and more things to do, which require you to go back, kind of like a Vindictus or Soul Worker, or games like that. So. Yeah, so they can only hold like 32 people. So that's interesting, You're not going to have any kind of like 100 people in the area you're in. Like if I was in the Burning Crusade right now and out there right now, I'm sure there would just be, a ton of people, right? Like this guy. So this person's doing a dungeon. This person's doing a dungeon. I mean, everybody's going to be trying to do dungeons because it's going to be the fastest way to level. And this is one of the reasons why I didn't want to get into the Burning Crusade, like go out there right now, is because this is all people are going to, everybody's trying to min-max the game and just level as fast as they can. Now, what I want to see is how many other people are in the world. Like, I don't see that. I don't see a lot of people. I see there's someone casting. So we've got 2 Alliance right now. 3. We got a Horde, it looks like, or no. We got a Druid. I see another horse over there. So there's people. It's not like it was when the original Burning Crusade came out. When the original Burning Crusade came out, I mean, you could barely walk around. It was so many people. There were like 30. It was like, you know what the original Burning Crusade was like, and I'm not even gonna lie to you guys. This is what the original Burning Crusade was like, right? You see this? This is what the original Burning Crusade was like when you went in through the portal. This is how many people you saw. Look how well this runs. This is Northdale's launch, Lights Up Northdale server. Look at how well this is running with all these people. That's impressive. But I'm not even joking. The original Burning Crusade, when I went through that portal, man, there were so many people. It was crazy. Is there a bag vendor in? I know there's one in the next area. I think I have to wait till the next area. I don't like how they redid the shield skins. I don't remember the shields being like this in the original game. Pretty sure they weren't in the original Classic WoW. Pretty sure they didn't look like that. I'm pretty sure they weren't stretched like that. Blizzard's done some sort of a, I don't know, some sort of a scaling or something.
Be careful.
He has 120,000 viewers. Wow. That's insane. 120. He's going to break Twitch. Wow, dude, that's crazy. Oh, I want to hear that. Look at his face. I hate Twitch. I hate, like, he's got 107,000 right now. I hate how, like, when I go to Twitch, it makes me watch some sort of, like, a video or something. I guess YouTube can do that as well. He's such a weird guy, man.
What brings you here?
Alright, so we get Thunderclap Parry.
Be careful.
Level 6. Man, we're actually getting pretty close to level 6. Now, I finally do have the quest that's at the top of the tree. Yeah, I bet, I bet that, like, he probably will make, like, more money today than I'll make in a couple months or something. I mean, people are probably donating money, and it's crazy,
How may I help? Good luck, friend.
4 minutes, so they updated it. We got 4 minutes and 50 seconds. Plenty of time. I should have hit the trainer, but that's okay. Well, this is easy content right now. Yeah, this is a peaceful stream. This is a chill stream compared to what you guys are going to see on Asmongold, right? Hundreds. I can't even fathom. I can't even fathom having 100,000 people watch me. I mean, that just, I'd freak out, man. I'd be like, how could you even talk to any of them? You know what I mean? How could you even, like, have a conversation? There'd be so many people, like, saying stuff. He probably just ignores them all and kind of just once in a while scans and looks over, and maybe he catches a question here and there, but he's probably not really paying a whole lot of attention to the chat. I don't know. That's just crazy. 100,000. He's got to be, like, if he's not the biggest streamer on Twitch, he's definitely one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. Always, can you make it over? Really? Look, there's another person. Can't believe it. That person's probably thinking the same thing I'm thinking. I'm going to level up and not have to worry about anybody else being around. How much time do I have left? 2 minutes? Plenty of time. Do we have time? I think we got time. It's going to be close. 30 should be 30. Yeah, we got time. We got time.
Vishnu Allah. Good luck, friend.
A whopping 4 more armor than what I had. Wasn't much of an upgrade. Yeah, so I'm hoping to have, I don't know, I mean, that 3JS was pretty cool. It was neat how he created a client-server architecture-based game, kind of, with combat in just like a few weeks. So, I mean, I'm not going to lie, I would be very tempted to knock out something in 3JS and just have a game you guys could actually play, that I developed. But it would be running in a browser. It would be basically, using the browser and it'd be a web-based, it'd be a browser-based like MMO. But just for fun, it would be kind of fun to do. And of course, all of the code, and especially all the 3D code and stuff, is translates almost directly to Unreal Engine or any other game engine, because when you start talking about math, it's generating terrain and it's generating the height maps, or it's doing bilinear filtering, or bilinear interpolation. That's all the same. The math for that's all the same. It's just a matter of sticking it in whatever engine you're in. So. Kind of mad that when I was looking at the texture, I couldn't get to the right textures. It was the material out of the material. It just depends on the material I was working on. Now it's starting to come back to me. There was actually a base material that we were using. You create like a master material, and then you basically add like these different channels to the material, and the channels are basically just for your different, normal map, your rough map, and your specular maps. So that whenever you use that master material, you can just plug in those different texture maps for whatever texture you're wanting to create. All right, what am I forgetting here? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I thought I didn't think I thought I had to return to her, but I guess not. I guess not. We're going to loot him just because we have no money. So.
Greetings.
I'm going to have to step away from the computer here in a minute to eat dinner. But what I'll do is I'll probably just go AFK for like 10 minutes. And then come back. I don't really want to just stop the stream and restart just because I'm going to be gone for like 10 minutes. But I want to eat dinner with my wife, so especially since she's cooking it for me.
Lovely.
We need the eggs for cooking, for the cooking quest, and we're not going to get the feathers that we need for that other quest because we haven't picked up that quest yet, but we do need these eggs to help level my cooking because I want to knock out the cooking quest. There's cooking and fishing quests that you can do while you're leveling, and they actually are really, really helpful. And being that this is going to be my only character, having fishing is going to be really pivotal. It's going to be very important that I have fishing. That's one thing that I knew it already, but it was something that I think it taught to a lot of hardcore players who had never really played hardcore before. Having to try to pick up something like blacksmithing, but blacksmithing and mining and not having leather. How do they get leather? Because they can't trade with other players. They can't use the auction house. Well, you have to use fishing. You fish up the chests, loot the chests, and inside the chest you get leather and silk and stuff. So I already knew that, but a lot of those hardcore players didn't know that. So it was kind of interesting. Good times. Will this character make it to 70 without dying? Probably not, but I'll do my best not to die. Why did he say you again? That's the first time he's seen me. He's like, I know you. You've leveled through here about 1,000 times over the years. Actually, a Night Elf dodge and dodge animation is not that
You
bad.
can kiss your ass
I
goodbye.
still think the orcs is the best though.
Lovely.
Or silver. Or silver. I am a rich person.
Of the highest quality. A Shah Fela.
Yeah, I'm gonna get dinner here in a minute. Thanks for stopping by, Ripchain. I'm gonna get dinner in a minute, and then I'll be gone not that long.
Go in peace.
I mean, I hope. Depends, but I shouldn't be gone long. I don't think my wife's. Although I might, she may. You know what? I may. You know what? I may take a break. I don't know.
What brings you here?
I think I will because I'm not gonna see. So I think I'm gonna stop here, guys, and then what I'll do is I'll come back later, like at it's 7:45 p.m. right now. So what I'll do is I'll come back around like 10 o'clock, and I'll keep playing. So in about 2 hours and 15 minutes, come back and we'll pick up from here and we'll keep going. I'd like to get to like at least like level 13, which is going to be another, maybe further. It's going through all these night elf quests take a couple hours to knock all these out, and then knock all these out, and you got to go to Darnassus, and it takes a couple hours to go through all that. But I'll come back at 10 o'clock, exactly 10 o'clock, and I'll make sure I get here at 10, and we'll keep leveling, see how far we can go. I think it'll be fun to level this character from 1 all the way to 70 without any boosts. This is all I got on this character. It's 4 silver. I have no bags. I have nothing. So I think this is like we're kind of starting this is completely fresh. It's like a fresh leveling experience for a warrior in Classic Burning Crusade. I will be back in a bit later. Talk to you guys then. Peace out.